everyone. We are Group 6. First of all, thank you for coming to our presentation. And our report will be finished about 16 to 20 minutes. And in the end, we have Q&A, so you can ask your questions. And next, I want to introduce my team members. I'm Yvonne, and from my left to right is Zoe, Abby, Zona, and Emma. And today, we are telling you something interesting about Japan. And this is our context. First, I'll introduce the overview. And next is the economy, industry, company, and the reference. Let's focus on the overview. In Japan, the country that makes up Japan's name means sun origin. And Japan is often called the land of the rising sun. And Japan's population of 126 million is the world's 10th largest. Approximately 9.1 million people live in Tokyo. And everybody knows that Tokyo is the capital city of Japan. And the Great Tokyo area, which includes the de facto capital of the Tokyo and several surrounding prefectures, is the world's largest metropolitan area, with over 30 million residents. And more than 99% of the population speaks Japanese as their languages. And next, I want to introduce the geography. Japan is an island nation in East Asia, and located in the Pacific Ocean. And it is the North Korea and South Korea, China, and Russia. Yes. And Japan is a stratovolcanic archipelago of 6,852 islands. The main islands from north to south are Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. And let's make up about 97% of Japan's land area. And the climate of the Japan is predominantly temperate, but varies from north to south. Japan's geographical features divided into 6 principal climatic zones. And there are so many earthquakes and tsunami because it lies on the Pacific Ring seismic belt. And the Japanese yen is the currency of their country. Japan has full religious freedom based on Article 20 of its constitution. And estimates suggest that about 84 to 96% of their population subscribe to Buddhism and Shinto. That's my report, and next Zoe will introduce the dietetic country to you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zoe. It's my turn to tell something about dietetic culture and festival. Then let me introduce the 3 different kinds of dishes in Japan. Let's look on the slide. First one is sashimi. Traditional Japanese thought that the food people eat should little processed and eat naturally. The most surprising is that sashimi didn't come from Japan, it came from China. Next is sushi. Putting a slide of fish, seafood, vegetables, or eggs on the vinegarish rice bowl is really a perfect integration. The last one is ramen. It takes time to stew the soup of ramen. Although it's really delicious, it might be too salty to Taiwanese. That's all. About all our 3 different kinds of dishes in Japan. Another thing about Japanese dietetic culture is izakaya. Office workers in Japan usually go there after work, and they eat there, chat there, and drink there. Recently, izakayas opened in Taiwan, but the difference is that izakayas here it became the place for young people to get together with their friends. Next, let's move on to tell you something about Japanese most important festival, Children's Day. In Japan, Children's Day is on May 3rd, but this Children's Day, unlike the one in Taiwan, this festival is for boys in Japan. On May 5th, families hang koinobori, a kind of Japanese cup-shaped windsock, outside their houses to celebrate the Children's Day. It means they want their boys to be just like the phrase "gain quick success," to be successful people. It also means to pray for boys' safety. However, Girls' Day is on March 3rd. They pray for girls' safety and celebrate it by setting a platform. It is covered with red carpet, and it is displayed the ornamental dolls representing emperor, empress, attendants, musicians, followers, servants, dowries, paladins, etc. And they pray for girls' safety on these days. And this is my part. Although Japan appears to be perfect on many aspects, Japanese economy wasn't always without a hitch. So let's welcome Abby to tell us some details about Japanese economic culture.
Hello, I'm Abby, and now I will introduce the Japan economy. Since the 19th century, after the Meiji Restoration, the country was opened up to the Western commerce and influence. The economic development of the pre-war period began with the rich state and strong army policy by the Meiji government. During the Meiji period, leaders carried out a new Western-based education system for all young people. First, send thousands of students to the United States and Europe. Second, hire more than 3,000 Westerners to teach the modern science, mathematics, and technology. The government also carried out a land reform program to prepare the country for the further development. Post-war period, the economic development of the 1990s also turned a lost decade after the collapse of the Japanese asset price bubble. As a consequence, Japan ran massive budget to finance the public works program. By 2001, the Japan's public work program still couldn't stimulate demand enough to solve the economy's problem. So Japan used another technique called quantitative easing. Initially, the policy failed to induce any growth, but the economy finally seems to be a sustained recovery. And now, Japan is the third largest in the world by nominal GDP, the fourth largest by purchasing power parity, and second largest development economy. This is my part, and next welcome Lona.
Hello, I'm Lona. I will introduce industry of Japan, and I choose two industries to tell you. One is anime. Anime is famous in the world. For example, does everybody know One Piece? Yes. One Piece is written by Agno Oda. And the manga is about Luffy. Luffy with straw hat parrots explore the ocean in search of the world ultimate treasure known as One Piece. In order to become the next pirate king, the process is hard-loading and touching. So it attracts many people to follow it. And the other example is Detective Conan. When I was young, I really liked to watch it. The manga is about Shinichi Kudo. He is a high school detective who sometimes works with police to solve cases. But during the investigation, he is attacked by black organization and forced to drink poison. It transformed him become a child. So everybody like to watch how Conan how to handle cases and how to find out the murders. So while this manga is very popular, and there are many manga like like Naruto, Sandang, The Prince of Tennis, and Crayon Shaolin is origin in Japan. So as you can see, anime is forged. And the next industry of Japan I want to tell you is tourism industry. There are many tourists like to go to Japan because there are many places are beautiful. For example, like Tokyo Disney. Tokyo Disney has many different things in many different times. The next is Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is the second tallest structure in Japan. And next is Mountain Fuji. Mountain Fuji is a well-known symbol of Japan. Because the beautiful plants make industry of Japan spread all over the world. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emma, and do you know what this logo means? Everyone know? Boys? Boys? Okay. It's a world largest video games company, Nintendo. And I will introduce this company for you. First, its native name is Nintendo. The word can be translated from Japanese to English as "Live Luck to the Heaven," and it founded on September 23, 1889 by Hiroshi Yamauchi in Kyoto, Japan. Yes, okay. And everybody knows that it's a very large company, so its number of employees is 5,213. And total asset is 1.306 trillion in 2014. And Nintendo produced handmade Hanafuda playing cards at first. After a few years, it developed into a video game company. So I will introduce some typical product of periods for you. First, it produced playing cards to cooperate with Disney, and soon became popular. Then Nintendo began to experiment in other areas, just like taxi, love hotel, and video game. Second, it launched the family computer home video console, and which commonly referred to as 红白机, and the function of selecting game makes Super Mario Bros. The best-selling video game in the history. Do you know Mario? Yes? Okay, next. In 1989, Nintendo is 100 years old. The new Game Boy handheld system was released, which the first handheld console. And the Tetris was one of the most popular games with Game Boy. Do you know Tetris? Yes. And the pair launched as an instant success. Then in 2004, it launched the Nintendo DS, and which has touch screen capability. And thanks to titles such as Nintendo Dogs, Super Mario Kart, yes, the DS became a success. Last, in 2006, is the new console named to Wii, could be used as a handheld pointing device and which detect movement in 3 dimensions. Do you like Wii? Yes. Okay. And now March 2015, it announced the new console NX that will be further reviewed in 2016. So Nintendo will not stop to release the video game in the future. My part over, and welcome Ivan.
Okay, and let's go to Japan now. Thank you for your listening.